Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am playing with Perfect Cast, which is a EcoResin thing. I'm not real familiar with it, never really used it before. Here it is. 5 times stronger than plaster. It is a 3-to-1 mixing ratio, 3 parts Perfect Cast to 1 part water. So yeah, we're going to give it a shot today. So what we're going to be making is this little guy. And contrary to popular beliefs, this is not a toilet. Although it looks like it. It is not a toilet. But what it is it's just a little tea light holder. And one thing that I really like about it is it's got, I don't know how much this is going to translate on camera, but it's got this like textured surface to it, so it's not going to come out super smooth, which I like because it'll make it look more stone-like, if you will. So what I have here is approximately 6 ounces dry weight of my Perfect Cast, and I need a mixing tool of choice, and I'm going to be adding in enough water to make it slimy, but not, to make it a pourable consistency. And thankfully most eco resins are pretty forgiving in their mixing ratios. That, if you have a little bit too much powder, you can add a little bit more water and vice versa. I just want to make sure that I get it all off of the sides of the cup, so I don't have any dry bits in there. But I do want it a pourable enough consistency to get in all of the little areas. A little more water, because I've got a few little dry bits in there. Okay, so it feels like I've got most of those little dry bits broken up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some color. I've got my RevCritter pigment here. I'm going to add a little bit of green and a little bit of brown, because I don't want it quite so white, It's not stark white like RevCritter is, but it is very lightly colored. So I want to add a little bit of color to the mix, just to make it not quite so stark. Not a whole heck of a lot, but just a little bit, enough to give it a little bit of personality. That looks good. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to cap my water bottle so I don't knock it over and make an absolute mess. And we'll grab our not toilet. So essentially, just going to pour in a little bit. Do some wiggling about, just to encourage any bubbles out. And that was just about the perfect amount. And I'm okay if the base is a little short, because it does have a rather long little base on it. So I'm okay if it's shorter. I mean, it's almost all the way up full, so I'm really not too terribly worried about it. But in the cup holder part, I do want to squish just to get some bubbles out, so you can see those coming up. Make sure that we don't have any big egregious bubbles in there. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, squish, squish. All right, I think we've got them all. So from what I can see, Perfect Cast takes about half an hour or so. So I'm going to give it about half an hour to cure completely, and I will see you guys back when it's done. See you then. Alright, so now that this is almost done curing, I am going to go through my regular and obligatory EcoResin disposal public service announcement. Now, this is water-based, so do not pour it if you have any extra or anything, or if you're cleaning out, if you're using a non-disposable cup, do not dispose of this down any drain. Kitchen drain, sink drain, toilet, anything, because it is water-based. So once it gets water activated, it goes liquid, but once it dries, it goes hard again. So what is that going to do to your pipes? Clog them up. So if you're using a non-disposable cup, just wait until it's cured, and all you have to do is just mess with your cup and it'll flake off. And then once it's flaked off, dump this in the trash, in your trash can, so it doesn't get wet. But use a disposable cup, and you don't have to worry about that. You can just put the whole thing in the trash. Now it even says on the bag, do not pour excess material in drain or toilet bowl. Discard in trash only. So it says it on here twice. Do not pour excess material in drain or toilet bowl. Discard in trash only. So, there you go. Here's your public service announcement for disposal. And since this is a disposable cup, I'll just be putting it in the trash. I just saved it so I could let you guys, hear my little spiel. So, it has been about an hour, and we are going to go ahead and demold our little guy here. And since this is the first time I am using this mold, I'm kind of going a little gingerly, just to make sure that I don't crack it. Because we all know that eco-resins are a little fragile when they're newborns. So just trying to be a little gentle, loosen it up a little bit. Now, I did get this mold from Temu. I looked for an alternative to Temu on Amazon, and I couldn't find one just like it, so I'll try to find the link and put it in the description box for you. And what we have here... Oh, come on. Oh, I'm just trying to be so careful. There we go. Is a very cute, very adorable, tiny Buddha Tealight holder. Isn't he precious? Oh my goodness. Look at his little face. He's got little hands. I did get a little hickey on one of his ears, but that's fine. Oh, he's just so cute. And look at the texture that the mold leaves behind. That is so adorable. Oh, I love him so much. I do. And now the Tealight holder itself looks like it's regular size, so 1.5 inch. But let's see. Excuse me, I just happen to have a Tealight right here handy. Oh. And now since this is made out of EcoResin, you can put a regular Tealight in it once it's all completely cured. It takes about 24 hours to completely cure. Unlike, resin Tealight holders that you have to be really cognizant about putting regular Tealights in. But there we go. Look at him. Such a sweet little face. Aww. So thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.